Welcome to Discipleship Hoops Podcast, where basketball meets purpose. This isn't just about mastering skills on the court, it's about developing the complete athlete. We're here to help young players grow stronger, smarter, and more skilled while deepening their character and strengthening their faith. At Discipleship Hoops, we believe basketball is more than a game. It's a platform for transformation, teaching discipline, teamwork, and resilience. Together, let's empower the next generation of leaders to excel both on and off the court. This is Discipleship Hoops through basketball.
What's good, everyone? Man, welcome back. I am so excited to be back. It's been a really long season for the sport that I love and that I coach, and also it's been a really long off season as well for this platform. Just doing great podcasts. This is welcome once again to season 2, episode 1 of the Discipleship Hoops podcast. What is the Discipleship Hoops podcast? Glad you asked. All right, so really the purpose of this podcast is merely just to develop leaders through basketball. That's it. Like, basketball is the platform, discipleship, character building, the whole holistic self of youth, to like whether it's spiritual, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's even emotional, right? Health is the true purpose of this podcast. And highlight coaches, highlight culture, highlight like just those coaches that are out there grinding every single day with limited sleep, away from their families, just out there doing their thing, trying to be a difference in the community. All right, and that's it. That's all we do is just highlight those that are out there doing it. Whether that's high school, whether that's college, whether that's AAU, whether that's a trainer, whether that's a parent. Right? A parent is just grinding along through the season. That is what the Discipleship Hoops podcast is all about, and I'm all here for it. All right, again, welcome again, season 2, episode 1, Discipleship Hoop podcast. A great announcement just right off the bat is that this season is sponsored by 2, not 1, but 2 great community sponsors that have lend their name, lend their resources to help me bring this podcast to life. And those sponsors are Power Financial Group. All right, the mission of Power Financial Group is to glorify God by helping their clients be good managers of their resources entrusted to them. Whether it is investing for the future, planning for retirement, getting out of debt, or becoming a generous giver, their desire is to be your trusted partner on your financial journey. The Power Financial Group team strives to serve their clients with integrity and excellence. Getting to know them, building a strong relationship with them, and helping them pursue their goals is the top priority. They take seriously their God-given responsibility to faithfully serve those families God entrusted to their care. All right, that's Power Financial Group. Their contact information is, you can call them at 601-790-1180, or you can email them at info@powerfinancialclaims.com. All right, so that's Power Financial Group. And then our second sponsor is Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry. Now, at Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry, they go beyond providing top-tier dental care in Flowood, but they also create a warm, fun, and compassionate environment where your child feels safe and valued. Their mission is to partner with parents in nurturing healthy smiles throughout your child's formative years. They are committed to offering state-of-the-art care while ensuring every visit is enjoyable and stress-free. All right, that's Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry. Their number is 601-992-0007. And you can also email them at dogwoodpediatricdentistry@gmail.com. All right, so that's it. The Power Financial Group, 601-790-1180. Email info@powerfinancialclaims.com and Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry at 601-992-0007. Email is dogwoodpediatricdentistry@gmail.com. Bam, there you have it. Those are our two sponsors that I'm very, very grateful and thankful for. It's people like them in our community that just make this whole thing all worthwhile. To know that not just they believe in me, and they lend their name and their resources because they entrusted in me to help build this platform and take it to a higher level. All right. So reach out to them if you have any financial needs, or if you have any dentistry needs for your little ones. All right. They get elbowed in the mouth from trying to get a rebound. There you go. Send in a Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry and they'll get you fixed right up. All right. So episode 1, my bad. Man, I'm so excited. Episode 1. I'm going to just briefly be before you today just to reintroduce the podcast, just bring things back to life. Man, if you was rocking with us last season, and then give me a minute, let me pull it up right quick. Right, if you was rocking with us last season, we had some phenomenal guests, 10 episodes that you can find on the YouTube channel that I'll connect here. You can find on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, all those types of things like that. All right, so go out, hook it up, go back, revisit season 1, look, see what you missed, and then come back and you'll be right in line to join season 2. All right, so just real quick, let me just go back to season 1. Man, we had the Jeffrey D. Johnson. He's a trainer and he's a leader in Memphis. He's doing this thing up there, creating wonderful, phenomenal athletes and players, and through his development platform that he has up there in Memphis. And then we had D Rice from the 833. Those that know, if you know what the 833 is, then you know all about D Rice. All right, University of Miami, went on to play in the NBA. Now he's coaching and also doing this thing, giving back to his community. Then we had Miss Sarah Thomas, who was the first, not the 5th, not the 8th, not the 9th, but the first, straight from Mississippi, the first to ever officiate an NFL game. All right, that was her. She's just been breaking barriers ever since she became the first female NFL official. Then we have our boy Daniel DP Price. Man, he's an elite developmental coach. He did great things here in the state of Mississippi, and now he's out there at college doing it on another level and a higher level, and he's getting bigger and better every day. Then we had Miss Ashley Sutton, from the Way. Yes, she went through, she empowering young women through her coaching. We had Mr. Chris Parker from my hometown, Terry, Mississippi. He down there, Terry Bulldog. They just came off his championship, by the way. So he's doing this big thing. We'll have to get him back on. And I mean, who could say, the name says it all, Yusuf, right? It says it all. That's all. He's one of, like, you got Jordan, you got Magic, right? You got Kobe, and then you have Yusuf, right? You already know what it is when you hear his name out there at Piney Woods. The JUCO guy, he brings all the JUCO teams together here locally, and they have a big tournament. He gives phenomenal exposure to all those kids. Then we have Mr. Lisa Norwood. She does her thing as a community impact. She has a daughter that's getting buckets after buckets after buckets in Richland, and she's just she's doing her thing, all right, out in that Richland, Florence area. All right, big community activist, doing a lot of phenomenal things. So go back and check those out if you didn't get a chance to. Again, YouTube, if you want to see the video, but if you just want to hear the audio, all podcast platforms, it's available. All right, so look, this is what I want to jump into right there today. This is what I want to jump into. And as our season is winding down, like we've had, just like everyone else out there, every coach out there, every team out there has had the the ebb and flows of just a season, right? We've been through it. And so, like, my question, though, that I want to ask you out there is, like, what's the now what? Or better yet, what's the so what? Right? What's the so what? What is the purpose in all this? Or what, like, let me know, what is your purpose for doing this, right? Because and if you give me a minute, let me pull it up, right? Because I want to read something that the legendary great Coach John Wooden said, and I don't want to do it from memory. I want to look it up and make sure I have it, his quote, correct. Because he talks about character, right? His platform during his coaching days was just character. And here we go. So John Wooden, the legendary John Wooden, UCLA coach, he said, be more concerned with your character than with your reputation. Because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. And that quote right there, it resonated with me, especially during this season, because let me back up a little bit and just give you, for those that are just seeing this for the first time or just hearing about it. All right, let me give you a little bit brief background about myself. I'm myself, like my man Chris Barker from Terry, Mississippi. Lived in Jackson for a little bit, moved to Terry in my high school years. I was actually, we were at Byram at the time, Byram High School, before they closed down. Now it's a Walmart, and then moved to Terry. Now it's Terry High School, and I played soccer, believe it or not. I did play basketball. Well, I wasn't really good at it in high school. My sport was soccer. Like I really loved playing soccer. I was really, really good at it. I went to Millsaps to play soccer after my college days. And after I left Millsaps, went to the military. And it's in the military is why I began to really play basketball. And again, I wasn't good. I wasn't very good, but because I had such great soccer feet and I was so like tenacious defender, is how I got on the court. Like I would always be on the court to guard the other team's best player, and I would lock them down. All right, but when I would get a steal or a rebound or whatever the case may be, the point guard would run over to me and say, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball," because they knew I couldn't dribble, or I couldn't dribble worth nothing. So, I learned quickly though. I worked hard on my game, my offensive game, until. Because I was going to be on the court just because defensively I was going to be on the court. But I wanted to learn how to dribble. So I worked on it outside of practice. Like players these days think they get better just because they show up to practice, but that's not true. Speaking of which, right? So players that are out there watching or listening to this, it's not a coach's job to make you a better basketball player. The coach's job is to put you in a position to be successful based on the type of basketball player you are when you came to him. So if you come to the coach not ready, then the coach can't get you ready. Like you get ready when the bleachers are empty. Like that's when you become a great player. You discover it when they're full, but you become better when the bleachers are empty and you're doing rep after rep after rep after rep after rep. Right, that's how you become great. Not when you get to practice. Coach may have an hour to hour and 15 minutes of practice time, and he has 15 or he or she has 15 to 20 plus kids, and they only have a limited amount of time to get the kids that are ready to play in their system ready to play. Right, so you have to come ready. You can't get there and then become ready. You have to already come ready when you get there. All right. So make sure you take this summer seriously. All right. Wherever you are, whatever grade you're in, whatever level you're playing on, please take this off season serious and start getting ready. All right. Don't wait the next season to get ready. But anyway, so I worked on my game. I ended up playing for all Army. I ended up playing for all armed forces. Then I had the fortunate to play for professional for a German team. I played 7 years in Germany, then I played 3 years in Okinawa, Japan, and then I came back and I started coaching Crystal Springs High School, coached a little bit down there, and then various other stops. I went back and coached for a German youth team, coached for an American high school that was in Germany on one of the military bases, coached there, both Germany and Japan, coached 2 places there. And so I started a youth program, me and my brother from another mother, shout out to Mr. Kylie Robinson. We started the youth program on Kadena Air Force Base. We started out with 7 kids, all right? And we called it Fit Army. Faith Inspired Transition, all right? Fit Army. That's because I was in the Army at the time. He was in the Air Force, but Faith Inspired Transition. Is what we call it, Fit Army. And so we started out with 7 kids, and we didn't have any clue what we were doing. But there was just these 7 boys that was getting in trouble on the base, not doing well in school. Fathers were deployed, so the mothers was like at wit's end with them. And so we took those 7 boys in, and every day we would take them to the gym. We would let them play basketball, and then we would just disciple them. Right, that was it. We would disciple them. And so 2 years later, 3 years later, those 7 boys turned into like over 100, right? We were doing camps and clinics, and like we was doing everything, and it just blew up really, really quickly. And so like ever since then, right? Since then, I think that was in, it had to be in 2000, like around, like 2000. Then when we started doing that, and then here we are 2026, and we still continuing and going strong. With now it's went from Faith Inspired Transition, Fit Army, to Discipleship Hoops. That's what we have evolved to. So, so that was it. So, my playing days, my coaching and training days, then now here I am, right? Here I am with this platform. And as our season is getting ready to wind down, we have like a tournament coming up this week. And then after that, we'll be done. And then, we press forward and get ready for next year, get ready for AAU ball and all those types of things, team camps and all that. And then we right back rolling heavy. But I want to open this up just briefly talking about character, right? Like John Wooden, right? And how I've seen this season on a lot of different levels, because and I've been around basketball a lot, not just playing, coaching, and training, but also like my daughter, our oldest daughter. She played a stint overseas in Rome. Our oldest son right now is on scholarship, playing in college as a freshman, and then our youngest son is, he's playing at a high level, right? At the high school he goes to. And so it's like I've been around, I've seen a lot of basketball, and the one thing that disturbs me the most this season is just the culture of youth sports. Man, you've seen it, right? If you get any algorithm shows any basketball games or teams or stuff, you see all the fights with referees from the parents, the players cussing out referees. And it's just the state of basketball, the culture of basketball has gotten really bad. And that really disturbs me, because it's like, it's kind of, this game can take you and will take you places, right? Like, I'm just a young country boy from Mississippi, but the military helped with that, but also basketball has taken me to Europe, right? To Germany, to Paris, to Amsterdam, to Hawaii, like to Tokyo, to Okinawa. Like, man, this game of basketball has taken me to so many places around this world. And it's like to Switzerland, it's just countless places. Like, the game of basketball has taken me to more countries than it has states. Like, I've literally been to more countries in my life than I have states. And it's all because of basketball. It's all because if you treat it right, then it will give back to you right. And just seeing the culture of the way basketball is going this year, and how like kids are being coddled. Kids are allowed to make excuses for poor play or for not working hard. And they're just being allowed because of the sake of, well, I don't want him to leave such and such school, or I don't want him to go to him or her to go to another AAU team, so I can't really say nothing to him. And it's just creating a bad environment. So I go back to how I started. Like, what's the so what? Like, what, like, really? Like, it's like you put all your blood, sweat, tears into getting a trophy, and then 6 months from now, that trophy is going to be on the shelf collecting dust. And if all you're remembered for is because you won a trophy, if that's what your legacy is when you leave high school, hey, you won back-to-back state championships, like, you're doing a really poor job with your life, right? Because it's a sport. Like, basketball is a game. It's a game. And seeing kids like out there cussing, seeing parents yell at referees. I mean, like, we were at this tournament, and there were these group of fans, I'm say fans, sitting behind us, fans of the other team, and they were sitting behind us, and some of the stuff that they were saying to, like, the bench and to the referees, like, I really wanted to just look back and say, like, really, like, that's what y'all on? Cause it was. But the crazy part about it, like, cause, you know, as fans, we all get emotional when we think the referee missed a call, right? My mentor in Germany would say, if you make every shot, the referee will make every right call. And these fans are fanatics, were sitting behind us, and the way that they was like just stuff that they were saying to the bench and to their referees. And because I know them personally, right, like, because this morning, right, and right as I'm recording this right now, it's Sunday night, right? So this morning on Sunday, guess what they were, right? They was leading the choir in worship. All right, they were leading the worship team, right? They were like a part of the prayer team, right? They're like the face of this church, and I was like looking back at them and listening to them carry on, and like, if your pastor was in here and he was sitting across watching you do this, what would your behavior? Would your behavior still be this way? And the answer is no, it wouldn't be. They'll be sitting on their thumbs, not saying a word, because they try to portray that they're just these wonderful church-going people and hope they're holy and they're this and they're that. Like, and I mean, yeah, it is what it is, because basketball doesn't, John Wooden also said that basketball doesn't build character, it reveals it. So basketball will reveal who you really truly are inside. And no matter how big of a worship team leader you are, no matter how close to the pastor you are, basketball brings out who you truly are in the heat of the moment. And I see who they truly are. Right. So then on turn, I was like, well, oh, wow. Well, if you act like that and you in charge of or a part of the worship team at this big mega church, then that's what they teach y'all. If that's what the pastor message is, to be like that, and it just make you think, right? But anyway, so what's the so what, right? Because so I pulled up this stat, and I don't want to get to digress and go too deep, but I pulled up this stat that I want to read real quick, because, like, the chase of the trophy, right? The chase of the gold ball, like that, who people become while chasing that trophy, that means absolutely nothing, right? Because in 2 years, you're going to be like Al Bundy. I scored 50 years old, right? You're going to be 55 years old, and you're going to be out there like Al Bundy saying, when I was back in high school, I scored 4 touchdowns at Polk High. Right? That's going to be your claim to fame. Man, when I was at this such and such private school, I averaged 23 points a game at this private school, and I won back-to-back championships. And now I'm 65 years old, and I'm working at this company doing something that I don't even have a degree for, because I put all my chips in basketball, and now I'm doing this job that I absolutely hate going to. But every time I go back to my mama's house, I see my back-to-back state trophies, and I wipe the dust off, and I tell people, hey, back when I was in high school, I averaged 23 points a game. I was the man. It's funny to me because, like, what's the so what? Like, what's the point of it? Seriously, what's the point? What's your goal? And I'm talking to coaches, like I'm talking to players, talking to parents especially, right? What's the whole point of it, all right? Let me read something to you, and I'm gonna put it in perspective, okay? Approximately 1% of high school boys basketball players secure an NCAA Division I scholarship. Let that sink in. Approximately, so not even 1%, about 1% of high school boys basketball players across the U.S. secure a NCAA Division I scholarship. And of those D1 players, listen to this now. Of the 1% of those players, high school players, boys that receive a D1 scholarship, only about 1.2% of them make it to the NBA. Think about that. Think about all the yelling, cussing, fussing, fighting, calling people names, being mean-spirited, like being a racist, a bigot, like all these things that kids, players, and fans, basketball make or create them to be, or bring out who they truly are inside. All that to be about 1% of the players that get Division I scholarships. And of that 1%, only 1.2 make it to the NBA. 0.03 of high school players ultimately reach the NBA. 0.03% of high school players ultimately reach the NBA. Think about that. What's the so what? I'll go deeper. There are around 550,000 that play high school basketball, boys now. 550,000 that play high school basketball. 1%, roughly 1 in 100, earn a spot on a D1 roster. 1 in 100. And in Mississippi, right now, I'm gonna tell you who that one is. You know who that one is that will earn a spot on the D1 roster. There's one that will already, and he's only in 10th grade. So everybody else out there that think that just because you won the back-to-back championship or because you won a gold ball and like your kid going to the NBA, I think you better see what else they're good at. When I was in Germany, they did something that would never go over here in the U.S. Because we're just too super sensitive when it comes to these types of things. But I believe it was 12. At the age 12, they separate athletes from academia, like kids that are really smart. And if you can play soccer really well, but not good at math, they send you to a sports school, right? And I'm pretty sure it's called something more, profound than that. But they send you to a sports school, and at that sports school, you learn all you do is learn how to play soccer or basketball. They might send you to a basketball school, and then kids that can't play sports really well but are really smart, they send them to the smart school. And those that don't fall in any one of those categories, they send them off to industry work. And I'd be like, really, like, if America would adopt something, a model like that, like, we'll be doing really well for these kids. Because right now, we just put these kids in trick bags and think that we gonna rock, and especially with NIL. Like, oh yeah, man, because he won a championship, because he averaged 20 points a game and won a championship. He on his way to that big NIL deal. Oh man, it's funny. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. But I just wanted to out of the thousands of NCAA Division I players, only 46 NCAA athletes were selected. This is in the 2023 NBA draft. Okay, of the thousands, and this just Division I players. This don't JUCO, Division II, Division III. Like, good luck, buddy. What's my point? Like, really, honestly, what's my point? My point is that, like, God has blessed all of us with a gift, with talents. All right, God has a purpose and plan for our life, and we. How I want to say this. You have to understand and find what your purpose is. All right, what the plan is God has for you. All right, and you have to be honest with yourself and say, like, and I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find this thing that I read about. Let's see. It says look, here's another, right? About 15% of junior college male basketball players. 15%, all the junior colleges in the world. I'm not talking about just limited to Mississippi. Out of all the junior colleges in the whole wide world, only 15% of male basketball players secure a scholarship to 4-year programs. Man. You know how small of a number that is? 15% of all junior college male basketball players secure a scholarship to 4-year programs. Again, let's go back to that 550,000. All right, where 1% goes to D1. All right, here's something for you. Another 1% competes at Division II, and 1.5% compete in Division III. So anyway, as we get ready to close this up, man, welcome to season 2, episode 1 of the Discipleship Hoop podcast. I just really want to parents, players, coaches, officials, administration, really, truly, ask yourself why. What's the why? What's the purpose? What's the so what? Am I building? Am I building character, or am I merely trying to extend my trophy case? And a famous quote once said that it's not about all the stuff that we achieve, it's about who we become while achieving it. That's the key. Who are you becoming while going after all these things? Who are you becoming because you won a championship? Who are you? Who are you becoming? And then, what's the so what? Ask yourself. That's how I want to kick this season off, by asking yourself, what's the so what? What's your purpose? Where do you see yourself at in 4 years? Where do you see yourself at in 10 years? Where is that? Because there are many people out there who have bachelor degrees, who has master degrees, who have doctoral degrees, and are not doing or working in the field that degree is in. And they wake up every single day, every Monday. Some people right now, as I say, I'm recording this on a Sunday. Right now, people are dreading the alarm clock going off tomorrow morning because they're working a job that they don't want to be at, because they put all their chips in one basket. They had people behind them telling them that they're going to become millionaires and get this great deal and get this scholarship, and they're going to be on their way, when it's hard. It's hard. So my call to action is for prayer. My call to action is for parents to stop living and leaning on your kids so much to buy you a house, all right? Buy you a Mercedes, buy you the bag, all right? And just allow them to be kids. Allow them to understand that they're playing a sport in a game that one ACL, one ankle break, like one fracture, like one wrong move, their career could be over and done. And then who are they? What are they left with? Become something greater than the sport. God blesses you every day to get up and play this game, every day to get up and see your kids play this game. And you're doing a disservice to them if you show up to games and you're cussing out the referees and you're complaining to the coach about not getting playing time, and you just being out, just berating other teams, fans, and the benches, and all those types of things. Like, you're really doing a disservice to that child. And I know the saying is, well, God knows my heart. That's the problem. That's the problem. He knows your heart. He knows who you really are when you're not up in the choir. He knows who you truly are. All right. Again, man, appreciate everything. Appreciate everyone from being around during season 1. And man, I can't wait to get this season going. Man, a lot of great guests that are lined up. We're gonna talk about AAU. Like, it's just so many things that we're gonna talk about this time that I'm just really thankful and honored to be able to do so, to be able to bring this message to y'all. Man, we just gonna go with it. All right, we're just gonna go with it, and I look forward to it. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share. If you yourself, you're hearing this and like, man, I want to be a guest, or I want to be a sponsor, hit me up. All right, hit me up. You can email me, contact@jimmyLlucas.com. Or you can just go on the website, jimmyLlucas.com, and you can click the reach out button, and then we can put something together. All right, and we can get you together, get you on. All right, so that's it, man. Like, one of my saying is, trust God, have faith, do hard things. And as we say, like in Discipleship Hoops, what we do is we believe first, all right, then we build second, and then we ball last. Again, thanks to the sponsors, Power Financial Group. Again, contact them, send them an email, info@powerfinancialclaims.com, and also Dogwood Pediatric Dentistry, and you can hit them up at dogwoodpediatricdentistry@gmail.com. All right, that's it, man. New voices, new insight, same mission. We will see you all on the other side. Peace.